It's finally here. The British Lions tour kicks off in less than 48 hours. The last time the Lions won a test against Australia was way back in 1989.
Round past the 90. Jones, Andrew looking for the equaliser. Goulet almost charging down, but he put the pressure on. That was important. And now Campese and Evans. Oh, this is terrible stuff. It's a try. Well, what a mortal blow for the Australians. The less said about that, the better.
Ian Evans there capitalising on David Campese's mistake as the Lions won the third test to take the series 2-1. You're listening to Rugby Nation. I'm Jeff Collins. This Saturday sees the tour opener in Hong Kong against the Barbarians, and the Lions team to face them has now been named. Ireland lock Paul O'Connell will captain the Lions at Hong Kong Stadium. O'Connell, the Lions skipper in South Africa in 2009, takes over from flanker Sam Warburton, who has a knee injury. The Lions have opted not to risk Warburton, who's been given a steroid injection to treat that injury, and medics have asked him to stay off that knee for 5 days. The team contains 9 Welshmen, 3 from Scotland, 2 from England and 1 from Ireland. The team in full: Stuart Hogg Scotland at full-back, Alex Cuthbert and Sean Maitland on the wing, Wales duo Jonathan Davis and Jamie Roberts in the centre, Owen Farrell and Mike Phillips at half-back. The front row is Mako Vunipola, Richard Hibbert and Adam Jones. The locks Richie Greve Scotland alongside Paul O'Connell, and there's an all-Welsh back row: Dan Lydiate, Justin Tipperick and Toby Faletau. Here's the views of Lions assistant coach Rob Howley on the team.
First game, huge opportunity for the players who are lucky enough to wear that red jersey for the first time, 2013. Selection hasn't been easy. I think that we've spoken long and hard over the last couple of weeks, and of course the success of the Premiership sides as well as Leinster's had an influence in our selection, because obviously the other players have been with us in our Wales camp and our Ireland camp, so they've gelled together, and a majority of them are still going to have that first opportunity. I think in saying that, a lot of the players in particular, like Sir Richie Gray hasn't played for nearly 12 weeks, like Sir Alex Cuthbert hasn't played for 10 weeks, and it's an opportunity for those to get up and running as quickly as possible on tour. When you look at the 15, there's bit of pedigree in there as well. You've got Jamie Roberts, who was part of 2009, Mike Phillips as well, Paul O'Connell as well, and also Adam Jones. 4 key players who played a huge part in that 2009 tour. So whilst some of these players haven't played, but within that 15 there's pedigree as well and experience, and there's no one more experience than Paul O'Connell, and I think he was the obvious candidate to lead. He led us particularly well in 2009. Of course, it's disappointing for Sam Warburton to miss out on the first game as captain, but I got no doubt that Sam will be up and running for either the Force game or the Reds game, depending on how that injury sort of heals. But it's a sensible decision, really. We've got a lot of strength and depth in the back row, and it gives Justin Tipperick great opportunity at 7.
Rugby Nation Lions Watch.
Well, pubs and clubs across Wales will be packed on Saturday as people watch the opening Lions match in Hong Kong, and thousands of Welshmen will be heading out there and to Australia to follow the tour. The Lions tours always have a big following. Now, only centre Jamie Roberts, scrum half Mike Phillips, prop Adam Jones and Paul O'Connell from this starting 15 have previously represented the Lions. Here's the thoughts of Jamie Roberts, who's looking forward to facing the Barbars in Hong Kong.
The game in Hong Kong against the Barbarians for the Lions is going to be most definitely not going to be a warm-up game. I think it's a massive exhibition match for the game of rugby, for probably the 2 most famous invitational teams in world rugby to come together and play each other is quite unique. Hasn't happened many times in our history, and to have it in a setting such as Hong Kong is going to be amazing. The players on show are going to be some of the best the world has to offer, and for the rugby watching world, it's such a huge event.
So the Lions looking to set a marker in their opening game, and the tour's manager Andy Irvine says this is where they get down to the serious business.
This is the real thing. We've now arrived in foreign soil. Obviously a bit warm for them, but we'll take that in our stride. But no, they're delighted to be here. It's the first time the Lions have ever played in Hong Kong. and against the Barbarians as well. You know, it's a big game for us.
Yeah, the former Scotland international there mentioning the heat in Hong Kong, but Scotland lock Richie Gray says that's actually helping them prepare for Australia.
Certainly not like back home. A bit of a shock to the system, but it's a good one to kind of get out of the way and then hopefully get used to it a wee bit more.
Next Wednesday, the Lions will face Western Force in Perth before tackling Queensland Reds in Brisbane a week on Saturday. Games against combined New South Wales-Queensland country, the New South Wales Waratahs and the ACT Brumbies will follow before the first test in Brisbane on Saturday the 22nd of June. There'll be a Rugby Nation Lions Down Under special ahead of each of the 3 tests, where we'll be hearing from Sean Holley and Shane Williams, who are in Australia following the tour. You've been listening to Rugby Nation.